That's Park Forest Middle School's after-school jazz band performing a piece called The Watermelon Man. They only get 40 minutes to rehearse, but the kids just want a chance to play. 8th grade Barry sax player Julian LeMay has only been playing for a year and noted that there's a good number of students he sees getting involved in the music programs.
I know we have a lot of 6th grade students who are extremely eager to join symphonic band, and that's why we have an overflow of them. However, there are particular instruments that I feel like not a lot of people play. We only have one trombone in our 8th grade band.
The music department at Park Forest provides students with adequate, if not exceptional, programs. Julian was able to be involved in jazz band, 8th grade band, symphonic band, and county band, proving how diligent the education is. Julian's music teacher, Rebecca Brownson, has been teaching music for roughly 18 years, and she said last year they faced cuts and wasn't exactly sure what happened.
We had plans and we had to make changes in the middle of the year because suddenly the fund was empty and there was nothing left to use.
If a school's music program is poorly funded, there can be some issues of interest for the students and also the community.
But that's really hard to show a senator on paper. They don't always see that. And if they've got an agenda, they want something that they can prove.
Some of her students are involved in multiple ensembles, and it isn't easy, but the kids that can do this possess excellent time management skills. Assistant Professor of Music Education at the University of Maryland, Kenneth Elpis, says that students of the arts show more confidence in going to college, lower drug use rates, and higher standardized testing scores. Associate Professor of Music Education at Penn State, Darren Thornton, explains why some of the music programs aren't getting the funding they need, even though they have obvious benefits.
So when you legislate that your school will receive federal funds based on how well it does on a standardized test, then there's a lot of pressure on that administration to ensure that those test scores at least remain the same, if not improve.
Thornton says this eventually takes time and money away from other subjects, such as the arts, that many administrations do not consider to be core classes.
They also are expensive, and they also don't necessarily serve every student in the school. And so all of those things make them easy prey.
Back in 2002, No Child Left Behind was implemented by President George W. Bush. It focused on making sure there's equal opportunity for all, but discounted the importance of arts education. Fast forward 5 years later, and schools across the country face serious cuts. Professor at Hastings College, Annette Vargas, found in her research that only 2% of schools in 2008 had theater and dance classes, compared to 22% 10 years prior. Director of the Penn State School of Theater, Rick Lombardo, says this was a crude awakening for not the music community alone, but the entire public as well.
But I think what it made us realize is that we probably hadn't done a good enough job helping the general public and the parents of young children understand the importance of arts education.
That's a trio performing during Common Hour, where Penn State students get a chance to show off what they're learning in class. So without support from the public and administration, opportunities like this would never be possible, and the arts in our schools would slowly fade out. However, when the arts are treated like any other subject, we see great things start to happen, but even greater people begin to flourish. For Com Radio News, I'm Stephen Svitko.